So you want to get in on the flipping game, but you're not sure which brands, which items, what to buy? Stick around. I'm going to give you the beginner's guide and you're going to love it. Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Dan from MillennialMotivator.ca, helping you learn how to create, engage, and inspire. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click that like button down there, subscribe, little bell next to it. You'll get notified when my next video goes live. For today, what we're looking at is the flip game. Hopefully you guys caught Gary Vee's Trash Talk. If not, you can, over there, check out that video. I highly recommend watching it. You'll get a quick feel for what this flip game is. But for the most part, the question that I see popping up over and over and over again, what in the world am I supposed to flip? Everybody wants to know what the sure thing is. The easy answer is there's never a sure thing, but there's definitely some things that you want to be watching out for. And we're going to walk through a few of them here today. So stick around. Let's do it. Okay, guys, the first thing that we've got to nail down here is which items are you gonna grab? You'll see anybody flipping at a garage sale, consignment store. It doesn't matter where you're at. How are you gonna scan for what's good? The reality is this, guys, you have to know the big brands, and most of us know them innately, but for some reason when we're scanning through buckets of stuff, our eyes just glaze over and we start to miss these things. So what are some examples of big brands, big names that you want to keep your eyes out for? Again, brands may not necessarily be what you're looking for, but definitely big names that you want to keep your eyes out for. Stuff like Disney, right? Tigger. Everybody knows Winnie the Pooh. Great stuff. Star Wars, big name. Everybody knows it. Everybody sees it everywhere. Great item to keep your eyes out for. Also, when you can find things that mix brand names. Star Wars, Hot Wheels, Golden. Love stuff like that. Anything that you recognize that has a niche or a major following. Pokemon. There's tons of people out there. Tons that love the Pokemon stuff. These guys right here, golden. Comic books, superheroes are huge right now, and if you can find unique items, don't just grab in on every single little superhero item you can find, but if you see something that's unique that you haven't seen before on every shelf in every kid's bedroom, grab it. This kind of unique superhero stuff can go for big bucks depending on where you're going. Again, mixing big names with multiple brands, Lego and Star Wars. Lego has a massive sub-niche. There's a huge culture of people that are just Lego maniacs out there. You mix in big brands like Star Wars, superheroes with Lego, you are set and good to go. Last but not least, there are brands that have been around for years. Barbie, G.I. Joe, Transformers, anything of that nature. Keep your eyes peeled for that. New and packaged stuff is always a surefire seller, and vintage is a big thing, which brings us to our second point that you've got to keep your eyes for. Okay, you've got your eyes fixed on big brands. You know what you're looking for with that. What else should you be looking for? Vintage. Age, in a lot of circumstances, can raise the value of things. Things that just seemed commonplace 10 years ago are worth big bucks now. Comics. You have to know, now with comics I'm going to give you the warning that some comics are old but not worth anything. But if you've got a phone on you, you can easily search eBay for any issue of a comic book that you find at a garage sale, you find online, and check the value for what it's going for. Vintage comics, big bucks. Coin stamps, the beauty of these is they come with a number on them. The older the better with these things. And they sell like crazy. Tons of collectors out there for this stuff. Easy to tell the vintage on it. You'll learn about the grading as you get into it. But often the older the better is a simple rule to follow, and coins and stamps can be a big moneymaker for you if you know what you're looking for. Last but not least, guys, video games. If you find anything of video game nature, we're talking from the early 80s. So if you find old Apple computer stuff, you find floppy disk, beta disk, ColecoVision, NES cartridges still in the box, still in the package, that stuff lights it up. There's so much opportunity in that. When you are doing vintage, guys, make sure that you always have your phone with you and you are always checking the marketplaces that you sell on, whether it's Amazon, eBay, Letgo. It doesn't matter where you're selling, but make sure that you're checking sold items inside those marketplaces. Vintage can be great, but you can also get burned with a stack of old crap that's not going to sell if you're not doing your due diligence as you're looking to sell. So, what's the last thing we got to watch for? The last one that I highly recommend you guys check out is things that come in buckets. Buckets often are big sellers, and you'd be surprised how. So the other day, dropped 20 bucks, picked up must have been 100 Hot Wheels, right? 100 Hot Wheels and 2 cases for 20 bucks, all right? So this bad boy here, Thomas the Train. This guy here and this guy here, just the 2 trains on eBay, 20 bucks. I made my money back. That means that there's 98 Hot Wheels that are there I can sell off and make more money than what I put in. This bad boy here, truck and trailer. This is a bucket thing. You'd find this in a bucket of 100 things, right? This right here worth 20 bucks. That's what it's selling for, not what it's listed for on eBay. That's what it sells for. Don't disregard the buckets. I know so often people go to a garage sale and their eyes shoot to what the biggest item they can find is. That's not the way to go. Sometimes the devil's in the details. You want to hit up the buckets that are filled with hundreds of items that are going to cost you nothing. Reach in there, grab yourself a handful. Heck, bring a bucket with you in the car. Just grab a bucket of that stuff and say, I'll give you 10 bucks for the lot. Out of that 10 bucks, if you know what you're looking for, you can easily, you find some of those great old school McDonald's toys that are still working. Those things are golden. They're worth a bundle. Some of them. You got stuff like that, the Thomas the Train stuff. That stuff's golden. You've got collector's pieces that come in sets. You've got Disney stuff, Disney cars, right? This stuff is great stuff, and it's easy to flip, fast and easy to flip. If you know what you're looking for, don't disregard the bucket. Sometimes the small stuff is worth just as much, if not more, than the big stuff, and you can get it for a steal up front. All right, guys, you wanted to know what the best things are to flip to make money on markets like eBay and Facebook Marketplace. That's the breakdown there for you. Check out the brands. Know what sells. Disney, superheroes, Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Lego, Barbie, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats, anything of that nature. Keep your eyes out, guys, for vintage. Anything that's older, give it a scan. Check online, eBay, Facebook Marketplace. See what people are selling it for. See what it actually sold for. Have that locked in and know the value of that. Make sure that if you're in a niche that you don't know, maybe it's coins, maybe it's stamps, if you're not sure exact details, don't buy in. Chances are, if you're not sure the specifics of that industry, you're going to end up with a pile of junk that you don't need. Know what it is that you want to buy and when you want to buy it, but vintage can be big bucks. Last and not least, it's the little things. Keep your eyes peeled for the little things in the big buckets. It can go a long way. I hope that helps, guys. Question of the day is, which of these are you going to watch for in your next flipping session? How are you going to map out your route, and what are you going to watch for? Let me know down in the comments below, and if you like this video, please share it out to anybody you know that's looking to make a couple extra bucks with a great side hustle. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another video. See you then.